each and every one of you, wherever you are in this beautiful earth of ours. How about some rotations just to get that blood moving? And start taking a moment to have an intention. Feel your body, come back and be present in all of your body's form and fabulousness. Just take that oxygen and feel it working. Be present, come back. Thoughts will shake them out of your mind, push that away, and have an intention for our time together. My intention is to bring life and energy and activate all of that beautiful, harmonious energy and love. That's my intention for our time together. So just right there, feel your feet, feel everything, kind of give it a little wiggle. It's like, watch the dog in the morning, wake up, that's a little wiggle thing. I think that kind of helps everything start moving. So with that, we're just going to take it and we're going to move the energy across the center point. And I want you to actually feel energy coming out of your fingertips. A good way to do a little energy thing is to just kind of, and just feel your energy. Play with it. So it's a vibration. There's a frequency and a vibration. Yeah. So anyway, go ahead and feel like you're moving. And breathing with it. But it's a beautiful sunny day here, although it's winter and it is chilly. It's about 29 degrees. And now take a deep breath. You're going to feel your core activating as we're working across the midline once again by bringing up those legs. A couple of good, nice long breaths into your human. And we're going to start tapping. We're just going to take it easily right here. And if you're interested in tapping, I'll put up I think I'll do a video this week. Maybe not a live, but I think I'll throw up a quick video on tapping and some of the benefits of it and some things you can do with it. There's a variety of different ways to do it, but what I have found personally is that the intention, go ahead right here, clavicles, your intention while doing it is what makes probably the biggest difference. And I think that's probably true with anything. If you have your intention about how you're going to do something and what you're going to do, it's better than being in that reactive phase of life. How was your week? Did everyone have an interesting week? I love that word, interesting. You can color it good or bad. It really doesn't matter however you choose to look at it. It was a full week for me, a full week. And right here, your thymus, sternum, right? You can figure out what's right there. And then right down top rib, right in the center of your top rib. And you're breathing and you're waking every part of your body up. So there's I'll do a tapping video, and I'm going to do one about some good stretches for those of us that sit a lot. So whether or not you're sitting from work in front of a computer, if you are doing what I do sometimes, which isn't beautiful, and that's sitting in my comfy chair with my laptop, hands up, or if you're sitting in front of a TV, or if you're gaming, any of those things, I'm going to put together a video that'll give you some specific stretches just to help loosen up from sitting. And you read all this information and the research and data that says that sitting is going to be the killer, much like smoke was, and what it's doing to our body. So this is just going to be a 5-minute video of what you can do to really loosen up basically your hips, your low back, your IT bands, and also your spine. As we sit, we have a tendency to compress, by the end of the day. You ever do that? You're sitting and you're getting smaller and closer to the computer. Yes, and then right here, inhale. So those two will come up this week. Look for them in the library. And then I'm putting together a couple sections of things. I don't know what day I'm filming. I have to schedule that so I can get it on the calendar. But look for that. Right over your heart. Take a couple of extra deep breaths. Feel love. Just feel it centered right there. Our heart is an amazing organ. I'm going to slide them right down to your thumb into your belly button. Now you can just flap it over and then just feel the power. Your sacral chakra, that's where your power is. That's where your breathing starts. Just breathe into that. Take a moment. Palms are going to be down. We're going to rotate around our spine. So you're going to start opening up that rotation. Feeling through it. It's interesting. Nobody's playing in the garden. I don't know, maybe it's too cold for them. Nobody's out there playing chase. Then palms towards your body, right there, around and around. Can you feel everything stirring up a little bit now? Moving around. This is a really good thing to do when you get out of bed in the morning. Now we're going to do a little infinity figure eight. And go ahead and add the lower body to it. And push your hands together, feel the energy flowing. And think of infinite possibilities, right? Infinite possibilities. Drop them down. And now just kind of flop the arms. Just let them loose. Take it around and around and around. Think about that core, about that sacral chakra engaging as they just go. Deep breath. And we're going to bring it, energy, feel it, just pull it up. Anchored from, bring it up. And let it go. Nice deep breath, pull it on up. How about one more? Bringing it up, pushing it through. And you're going to take it, going to lock that beautiful energy. And now, it's time to shimmy. Really good for the body, and it doesn't matter if you're having a hard time with your feet. Sometimes when I'm on my feet a lot, I find that doesn't feel so good on the top of my feet. And if that's the case, then you can just bounce, right? You're still shimmying. Maybe you're just not getting your feet off the ground. But anyway, shake it away, dance it away, have a little fun with it. And we just did our energy zesting. Take a deep breath. Feel that energy. Let's make the vibration a little bit bigger. You can do that. You can just, yeah. And remember that it's all around us. You know, I realize that we live in a frontal world, which is kind of like crazy. Remember the thing Flat Stanley? You know, it's like a picture of a person, but it was on a flat, not 3D. And it gave me cause to start thinking about, people think like I was doing a lot of core work, and people were thinking that our abs were just right here, right? Just in the front. Well, they aren't. They go all the way around. A lot of people breathe thinking that we're just breathing. So I'm kind of wondering if we all live just in kind of a frontal part of this world. Kind of an interesting curiosity that I have. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to work through the neck. But think of this as very fluid. Think of this as very fluid. You just want to be gentle. Feel the oxygen, the blood flowing. And remembering that energy flows where our attention goes. Put the attention to your neck right now. And go ahead and take it back. Once again, feel it flow. Feel it all natural. And try not to lift your shoulders up or put any tension up, because we already have enough tension back there. We don't want to create any more. Most people allow their tension to just sit between their shoulder blades, into their neck, and up into the brain. Now I want you to go ahead and just tilt it down to the right side. Feel that nice stretch. And then take this left arm and just push it, flex the wrist, push the energy through the heel of the hand. And drop it a little further. An easy, easy thing to do. You can do this in your car, you can do this at your desk, you can do this when you're standing in line at the grocery store. I know. Don't worry about what other people think about you. They really don't spend that much time thinking about you. Trust me. Inhale. Just drop it, let that gravity work, then push through the other side. Yeah, that's a great book. I don't remember the author, but what you think about me is none of my business. We spend so much time worried about what other people are thinking about us when they really have way too much on their plate to worry about us doing funny exercises in the grocery store. Go ahead, we're going to take a deep breath. Clasp your hands behind your neck. All right, there. Open up those elbows. Feel that core engaged. Start feeling where your feet are. And on the exhale, we just want to pull gently our elbows towards each other. And we're going to take our neck and we're going to drop it down. And a little further. And I want you to breathe. Feel that not only in your neck, you should feel that in your upper back. Go ahead and get that core engaged. Beautiful. Exhale, push it out. Let's go ahead and clasp them together. We're going to take them up. And I want you to take it, I talk about full range of motion. And if you have any shoulder issues or limitations, be sure you do what feels best for your body. But I'm seeing so many clients, when I say put your hands over your head, they're here. They're not here or here. So sometimes I think it's that we just don't actually know where our human body is in relationship to what we're doing. This is a very different stretch than that. And then adding the elongation piece and looking up engages far more of the body in the activity of the stretch. It's lengthening that spine, it's opening up your throat. Yes. So when you're doing movement, think about the range of motion that you are using and try and be aware of it. And let that one go. Deep breath, and go ahead and just pull your belly button to your spine. Scoop it, a nice scoop pushed through the hands. Now, drop it down, and you're gonna feel the shoulder blades open up. And you're gonna squeeze your booty and pull that belly button back. Let's take them, clasp them behind and slide it all the way down. Okay, remember right here what we want to do is we want to squeeze them, shoulder blades together, and drop them down. Normally you'll be right here, and if I told you to pull your shoulders back, you wouldn't know what to do. But if we squeeze and push down, lengthens that spine, lets that head release. Yeah, you think about our head's pretty heavy to be sitting on this neck, carrying it around. Yes, yes, yes. So you're just sliding it down, taking a deep breath. And I want you to feel your balance. I want you to feel your feet. See how that feels. Yeah, I have on my, I don't know if you can read them. It says, just do it. And this morning I was reminding myself there's a few things that I have been meaning to do that I haven't accomplished yet. And so I said, you know, I'm going to share with you guys, sometimes you just have to kick yourself in the butt and say, like, just do it. Like, get off the chair and just do it. So I'm just sharing that with you. Maybe that's a little thought you could put in your curiosity file for the week. Ask yourself. I think a couple weeks ago I said, what one thing that you have been meaning to do that you haven't done? It could be in a variety of things. It doesn't matter, but it's when they're sitting in your heart and your head and you're not doing anything about it. You might want to be curious about doing it. Put your fingertips together and slide it on up. We're going to do the reverse prayer. Opening once again, we don't want to lean forward, but rather, it doesn't matter where you are. But see that, I'm going to show you the difference right here. Right? So you want to open up that chest. Rotation of those shoulders, very important. I had a lot of clients with shoulder issues. Yeah, interesting. And it can be a number of things. I know from myself that my right shoulder, when I do weights and all, is lower than my left shoulder. And I've really had to do, and it has a tendency to lean forward. So I've been doing a considerable amount of stretching, focusing on opening up that side of me. And I think it's because I sleep on that side and I compress it every single night. So that's an interesting thing to learn about. So I encourage you to take a, you know, if you're doing some stretching or whatever, and there's a mirror that you can take a look at, right, that extension, that range of motion, whether you're lengthening your muscles or not. So that's a good thing. Keep, you know, I keep feeling into your feet. Keep being there. How are they this morning? My shins are tight, and I'm trying to figure out what that was. Was from that long walk I took the other day? I don't know. But always interesting to get a feel for those things. Go ahead and just let that go. And now we're going to take it down into the squat. And you can, we're going to be flat back to start with, and then we're just going to bend into it. Okay? And just see how that works. You can open up your legs if you choose to, putting the weight on the outside of your feet. And you can just squat down if you want to keep inward, but I'm going to give us a little opening there. And you want to balance into your feet. Your quads should be talking to you pretty much right about now. And take a deep breath. And we're going to go through, and we're going to put the focus through to the back of our legs, our hamstrings, calf and Achilles. So you just want to go ahead and let the gravity take you down to whatever level is comfortable. And it also should open up your low back, and you can straighten your legs and actually feel the activation of those hamstrings, dropping your head. And And just see how far that gravity lets you open up. Generally, our hamstrings are probably our tightest muscle. I want to say that across the board. Inhale, and right back to, let's go ahead and sit into that squat. Because of the walking and the sitting we do, our hamstrings have a tendency to be very tight all the time, so I'm highly encouraging that you stretch them a couple times throughout the day, and you can give it that moment to do that. And let's go through one more time for those hamstrings, and just drop it down, opening up the back, feeling the back of the legs. All right. How are you? We're right there. So we'll take it straight on down to the floor. And right now we're going to do a little opener for our hip flexor. So we're going to put our left foot forward about here. You want to work the right there. And you want to lean into it. And you want to look up a little bit. But right here, so we're working right here, right? This right leg releasing in here. Now, if you're feeling pretty confident here, you could take this arm up and then stretch it a little bit to the left, right? And watch where your arm is. Where is that? And then that'll open up further. But if you're comfortable right here and your balance is good right here, that's perfect. Yeah, it's all about success. I am setting you up for success. It's all about feeling good in the moves and your body feeling good and getting that oxygen going, lengthening and strengthening our muscles, allowing the space for our human to heal if it needs to heal and grow. And so we're going to just go ahead and take that one back. You're going to feel that right in there. And just go ahead through the foot a little bit. Just kind of working that foot. And now we're going to go ahead and switch sides. So we're going to bring out the right leg. We're going to be focusing on the left. And like I said, you just want to lean into it. Right? Feeling it open up. Feeling it open up. It's going to help your hips, your low back. Just another one of those fun little moves. And once again, you can be up and over and add a little rotation in that spine. Maybe you're happy here. Both ways work. But I always think it's kind of fun to play with your stretch a little bit, to see where where you're leaning. Are you centered? Our bodies are not symmetrical, so we'll never be totally centered, but kind of get a feel for, where you are in that movement. And let's just go ahead and feel into that foot, a little rotation, a little elevation. Beautiful. Now we're going to go into the cat-cow. I hate the name of that, cat-cow. But everyone seems to know what it is. So we're going to go slow to start with, but this is super, super good for your intestines, your small and your large intestines. So we're going to start, I go this way. And you want to get your knees right underneath your hips, your hands right underneath your shoulders. And of course you're going to go ahead and you're going to go up, arching, looking up. And then exhale. Dropping that neck, looking through your feet. Inhale. And exhale. And think about really rounding your back and pulling your belly button to your spine. But what we're going to do in a minute, after we get through with one more set, is we're going to speed it up a bit to really work on the intestines and get that digestive system activated. Okay? Sound like a good plan? And we're gonna do some special breathing. So, one more. Bravo, bravo. We're gonna take it back into the child's pose. Sit on back. I like to open up into a V, which opens up my chest and my back. You can put your forehead there. If you're not comfortable, you can always stack your hands. Just open it up and relax. And we're breathing. I want you to feel the breath go all the way through your feet, up your spine, and out your fingertips, and the top of your head. Beautiful. Let's come bring it back up. Go ahead and face me. I don't care which way you face. So we're going to go ahead and square it off again. We're going to take it on the right. We're going to go under. We're going to do some shoulder and spine. So you want to take it under, and you're going to actually feel this in your low back and your spine. And then you're going to pull it through, and I want you to look up at it. Do you feel the rotations? And so I'm not having a word for the week. I'm having the just do it. I'm having 3 words this week. I'm going to play a game with myself. So we had a new moon, full moon, excuse me. We had a full moon on Monday, and it's been big, big energy. So take that into account and how your human is functioning, because there's been a lot of crazy energy out there right now. And this month, I think it's the 25th, but a lot of the planets are aligning all together like they haven't in forever almost. Take a deep breath. So left side. So there's some interesting things happening in our solar system. Fun to be aware of. And up. Yes, you want to rotate through it. Feel that energy. As Lana would say, big, big energy. And under. Kind of give it like a platter. So you get a little more stretch in that shoulder, behind in the shoulder blade, and all the way up. Now I'm going to show you a move that I do, sometimes for my low back, that seems to really, I lay down, and then I put my feet together. So you're going to feel it right here, and then I just lean up while I'm squeezing. So I'm squeezing my legs, squeezing them together, and I'm looking up. So I'm doing a couple things. You're going to feel it right here, loosening right there. And then you're going to be opening it, but I want you to squeeze your legs. It's not just the upper torso thing, so I want you to squeeze those legs together. But if you want to, you can extend that up. But this reverses what happens when we're sitting in a chair, or even if you're driving a lot. You know, when you drive a long distance, and you go to get out of the car and your body doesn't really want to cooperate with you, it's because it's been sitting in the same position for too long. So anyway, but this is something that but activate that little, squeeze that booty, and then you can just bring it back down, and then you see how it releases, all releases. Push it again, squeeze it. You don't have to go all the way up. You can stay right here, or you can go ahead and release that spine. I often do this in bed in the morning when I first get up, before I get up. And come on back down. And transfer here. Let's go ahead and do the front of the leg. Yes, adjust your tights. So we're gonna work the quads. Bring up this left, make it nice. I want a nice balance there, right? You're gonna take your right leg, the shin, and I want you to take the knee and drive it down and back. So we're engaging right here in the belly of that quad. You can leave your arms straight. You can lay down if that's more comfortable for you. Focus on that quad. We want to make sure that we're stretching all around our legs. Drop it. See, I was going like that. Oh, there you go. And really activate in a position so it's totally activated. Okay, we're going to straighten the legs. We're going to just bring that one through. I'll keep this one at a little bit of a bend. And you're going to pull that forward. You should feel that through the whole leg, and it's actually activating a little core work. And just bring that long and a little mermaid. Never hurts to have a little mermaid in your day, does it? Let's swing it around. Go ahead and place that right knee to get a nice foundation for us. Bring up the left. Bring the heel back, the knee down, and activate. Oh yeah, I can feel that. So have you thought about, I think it's fun to think about dreaming for what you want to do in 2025. And you know, my saying is thrive in 2025. But taking time to find joy in the little things. There's so much beauty in our world, and it's so easily distorted with the chaos around us. So finding those, they're called, I read this wonderful article, I've seen a couple of them, but about glimmers. Look for the glimmers, the joy, the hope, the beauty of the little glimmers in your life, and hold on to those. Brings an amazing space in your heart, and yeah. So look for those glimmers, but think about, you know, what do you want to do in 2025? What sounds fun, and what do you want to learn? I'm learning 2 new kinds of software for things I'm working on, and I can honestly tell you that I'm not having a whole lot of fun. I'm really trying to find the fun in them. I know they're amazing, and I know that end product is really will be helpful, but I'm having a hard time getting particularly jazzed about them. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and release that, activating that core, feeling that booty as we stretch forward. So yeah, I've learned, you know, a variety of softwares through the years, and it's for a variety of things that I've done, but this is all kind of all new, and it's yeah, so I'm gonna just do it. How about a little mermaid? And let's roll over onto our back. Go ahead and get those feet right underneath you. And take a deep breath, release, feeling your shoulders open. Your low back is opening up onto the floor. You're anchoring your hips, and your upper torso is nice and relaxed. Just feeling that oxygen first and foremost, taking the right foot up to the left knee and opening up all around that right hip. You can add additional, and you can also bring it here if you want to. Basically, it's a different focus, so you just want to see where it feels like the most of what you need in the stretch that you need the most. Part of it is more opening, part of it, because of the way the muscles all connect, different angles of this work different parts of that complexity of muscles. With all that being said, and breathe, feel it. Just feel your body fueled. Think about it. We have oxygen and oxygen. It's free. We're so blessed here. We have water. It's clean. And those are two things that your body needs that's really provided by Mother Earth. So take advantage of that oxygen. And, I'm a tickler for staying hydrated. And it's so important because water is the conduit for your energy. So if you don't have enough water in your system, nothing's gonna work. Organs can't talk, cells can't do their thing, blood's not flowing the right way, brain's not talking. It literally, that's why oftentimes when people are hospitalized, in the emergency, it turns out they're dehydrated, so their systems can't operate. And then go ahead and switch sides. And so you want to do everything you can to stay hydrated. Set yourself a little goal. Do the hydration dance when you go out the door. Hydrate, hydrate. Don't want to miss it. And actually, if you've read or listened to any of my videos about my morning habits and all, I think it's really healthy to have a big glass of water when you get up in the morning. Kind of activates your system, gets you flowing and going, and puts you in a good mindset. Really gets, excuse me, it's really good for you. So take that tip from me this week. Just do it. Drink that glass of water when you get up in the morning. I think you'll find that you really enjoy it. Okay, we're going to take our hands out to the side, right over the left. We're going to look left as our knees are going to the right. You're going to feel that in your low back. You're going to feel your spine. You're just going to open it all up. Oh yeah, can I adjust it a little bit more? I can really feel it in my low back too. Bringing it center, and then go ahead. And we're going to take the knees to the left, and we're going to look to the right. Open, 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 open. A little bit further, let it go, let it open. And how about we just do a little bit of feet up in the air. And I want you to rotate out. Be kind to your tootsies. Oh my goodness, there's so much goodness in our feet. And oftentimes we don't take very good care of them. And go ahead, push through. You feel your shins, you can feel your calves, your Achilles. And some more. Circle them. Round them up. Take a look at my library. There's the ABCs with your feet. It's a great thing to do in the morning while you're still in bed. And you can literally do the alphabet with your feet. You know, like A, and then B, and then C. Do it. It is a great, great thing for functionality, for mobility, for blood flow. So that's the thing you can do. Just check it out in my library. ABCs for your feet, and you can do it in the morning. Just, you can do them, and depending on where you do them, you can get a real core workout depending on what level you want to put your feet. I like to have mine kind of centered right about here, but check that out. It's really fun. And go ahead now and just put your fingertips behind your knees. Come on up with me. And we're going to go ahead and have a nice diamond. Take a deep breath. And we're going to just lean forward, flat back. You're going to open up that low back. You're going to feel your IT bands, which run from your hip to your knee. One of my clients says, what are they? The IT bands. I said, incredibly tight. Anyway, go ahead, flat back, push, and I want you to kind of feel like you're pushing that low back forward just a little bit. And then lengthen that neck. All right. I want you to sit comfortably, whatever is comfortable for you. We're going to do a little breathing. So today we're going to do, I think we're going to do where we expand our bellies. Remember, we're expanding all the way around, right? Not just our bellies. So we're going to start by expanding. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to bring it up. So it's belly, chest, and all the way up. So we're going to go through the nose, and then we exhale. You're going to just bring it all the way together. So if you want to try with me, a couple, so it's going to be chest, top, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze together. So just start with me, Buddha belly all the way around. Open your chest, all the way up. And you want to feel it just, and at the end of it, you want to squeeze it all out. So go ahead, let's do a couple together. So inhale, open, top, exhale. You can close your eyes if that feels comfortable, and inhale, open, top, exhale. Inhale, chest, up, exhale. And do a few sequences at your own rate and pattern. do 2 more sequences at your own rate. Just go back to your normal breathing pattern. And feel free to open up your eyes when it's comfortable for you. And take a nice deep breath. Thank you for joining me. This week I encourage you to just do it. Just do it. I want you to stretch every single day. I want you to stretch your mind a little bit. I want to stretch your heart and open it up, and I want you to stretch those muscles. Get them long and lean. Make sure you stop and breathe during the day. I hope you find some of those glimmers. Yes, those little glimmers of joy and happiness and love. Know that you are loved. Know that you are important. If you like this, please click like. And if you want to become a part of our community, please do subscribe. And I highly encourage you to share this with your friends. Get them all feeling really centered and healthy and in a good space. Give yourselves a great big hug. Have a super week. Look for my 2 lives. We're going to have the one for, helping you for after sitting. Too much sitting. Anyway, I look forward to seeing you next week, and do check back. If you hit the notification button when I come live or when I've uploaded anything new for you, you will know. Have a super, super day. And until I see you again, what do we all say? Be flexible.